I need somebody help, not just anybody help. You know I need someone help.
Hi, I'm Rob Sherk, senior at Duxbury High School.
Hi, I'm P.T. Martinez. I'm also a senior at Duxbury High School.
And for our AP Psychology project, we will be testing the bystander effect by videotaping planned incidents going on in the hallways, gymnasium, and cafeteria here at Duxbury High School. Dropping different things, acting injured, and posing as helpless are some of the incidents that we will be catching on video.
To ensure we get all aspects of the incidents, we will have different students, different genders, different social statuses, different age groups, to see if the people of Duxbury High School act differently. We will make sure that we interview both the subjects, the population, and other bystanders during the experiment and after.
We hope you like our project.
For our first subject, we used Marshall McCarthy, a senior, a captain on the football team, and a starter on the lacrosse team. We had him go into the hallway during passing time and have him drop his binders. Let's see how the bystanders reacted.
Wrong way. I'll see you guys at the
That was misleading.
Just make it awkward. Marshall, now. These are 13. They're little things.
Wow, can you believe that? No one helped Marshall. As you can see here, he drops his books. People look around, people walk around him. He then again fumbles his books a second time. He looks around for help. No one seems to be giving him a hand. Once again, he drops his books. Still no one helps. Even a man in red shorts just walks right over it. After Marshall's traumatic experience, we got the chance to sit down and ask about the behavior that he witnessed by his classmates.
So Marshall, your experience, you want to talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, so, I mean, as you guys know, I dropped my books, my binders, papers went everywhere, and I started to pick it up, and I was like, oh, there's plenty of people around, someone's got to stop and help me, but, no one stopped. I was really surprised.
That's a shame. Do you think if there was less people in the hallway that they would have helped you?
Yeah, I do actually. I mean, maybe if they didn't, I don't know, maybe there was a rush, maybe the traffic, it flows pretty fast.
I agree.
You gotta be somewhere.
I agree. Do you still think that there's good people in DHS even though they didn't help you out?
Yes, I do.
For our second incident, we used John Hurwitz, an athlete, a captain on the football team, a starter on the lacrosse team, and of course, the class flirt. We had him trip over a backpack in the cafeteria and see if anyone would respond.
Go, come on.
In order to break down this incident, we're pulling out the slow motion. As you see, John walks into the cafeteria with a basket full of papers. Right about here, he trips over a backpack and pretty much eats it. As you see, there are two girls right next to him. The papers even hit one of the girls' feet, and they don't help. Although the volume is in here, you could hear that shrieking from the girls, and even someone yelled in the back, "Someone help him." It's amazing how no one helped. Immediately after the incident, we got the chance to speak with Hurwitz about his experience.
So John, after pretending to go in and trip and fall, what actually happened in the lunchroom?
Everyone was really shocked, and I was left alone on the ground crying.
Yeah, I noticed that no one helped. I noticed a few girls around you made like a little shrieking sound, but no one seemed to help. And then I noticed that a gentleman in the back screamed, "Someone help him," and yet no one ended up helping you.
No, I was a lone soldier. Yeah, I was all alone.
How does that make you feel about DHS?
Yeah, well, it's kind of makes me sad.
Yeah. Do you think the bystander effect has anything to do with it?
Definitely. I think it was a little awkward for everyone since it was the middle of the lunchroom and no one wanted to help.
Do you think the kind of people that fall, per se, you had anything to do with it? Like who you are and your social status had anything to do with it?
Maybe. I mean, I don't. Could have played a role that I play sports and people think like an athlete can't really fall, but who knows? I think everyone should help everyone.
Do you think that there's still nice kids in the hallway, in the lunchroom, even though they didn't help you?
Yeah, they're just scared.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With our third subject, we decided to switch it up and use someone who is a little less known within the confines of DHS. We used Victor Mojito, a junior who is on the varsity lacrosse team but isn't a starter. We had him fall right outside the cafeteria to see if anyone would react. We are bringing out the super slow-mo. If you look here, Victor hits the ground. The kid in the blue shirt stumbles right over him, followed by his buddies behind him. They walk around him. Others look like the gentleman in the blue shirt and the baby blue shorts. Look back. If it wasn't for the kind teachers, Ms. Harahali and Ms. Barrett, Victor would have been helpless without anyone coming to his aid. After the incident, we got a chance to speak with Mr. Mojito.
So, Victor, you want to describe what happened?
I fell down, and no one really helped me out until two teachers asked if I was okay, and
I noticed kids were stepping around you and over you. Were surprised that they didn't, maybe stop and lend you a helping hand?
Yeah, I was actually really surprised. I thought a few my classmates would have helped me out, but in the true situation, no one really came through.
Interesting. Do you think, even though they didn't help, that there was still good people, good-hearted people within the cafeteria?
Yeah, they probably just had their mind on something else, and they were doing their thing.
All right, well, thank you.
For our fourth subject, we used Emily Makovsky. We had her drop her pencil case in the hallway when there wasn't a lot of kids.
Walk a little bit. Where do
we get people out?
Now. Yeah, just do it.
I just walk away.
Yeah, just walk over.
This one was a little bit different. Someone actually helped our subjects. Emily, right here, drops her pencil case. If you can see out of the corner of the screen, Deanna Ronnie, who is also Emily's good friend, stops and helps her out. There are only a couple other gentlemen in the hallway, and they turn around. But they see that Deanna is helping Emily, and they continue moving on. For our sixth subject, we decided to do a combo with a male and a female. We used George Ward and Meg O'Neill. We had them bump into each other in the hallway and fall over. Let's see how people in the hallway react.
Now.
Oh my god.
So you can see Meg and George are walking down the hallway. They look back once more, and the camera turns to its side. As they travel down, Meg bumps into George right here. His face hits the locker, and they go down. Both sides of traffic stop, and everyone watches. No one helps. What a surprise.
So, Meg, what happened in the incident?
Well, I was supposed to fall, and I was supposed to hit George at the same time. We were both supposed to fall in the hallway, and just kind of let it happen.
Okay, and did anybody do anything?
I don't think so. A lot of people turned around and stared at us, but I don't think anyone came over. No one was really helping us.
It looks like the people behind you just kind of stopped. It was almost like a dam and like a traffic jam.
There was a ring of space around us, and everyone just stared and laughed.
I see. What do you think was the reasoning behind this? Do you think it was the bystander effect?
Wait, what?
The bystander effect?
I think so. And I think people were too scared because it was a weird situation.
Do you think there's still good people in DHS even though they didn't help you?
I think so, but not in that hallway.
Gotcha. Thank you.
That's a wrap, folks. Now that you've seen everything, we're going to let you know some conclusions we have drawn from this experiment. The first conclusion is that the bystander effect clearly applies to DHS. There are many scenarios that is pretty obvious. That being said, we do still think that there are good people within the confines of Duxbury High School. Our second conclusion is that as the number of people in the hallway increased, the chances of our subject getting help decreased. that can clearly be seen while contrasting Emily McCoskey's incident with those of any other of our subjects. The social forces are just too powerful when it comes to helping others in big crowds. Our final conclusion is that girls tend to get more help than guys in these types of scenarios. Guys just will do whatever it takes to get the girl. While we think our project is top of the line, we do think we could have improved some aspects, such as adding more scenarios as well as adding more variety to each scenario. We hope that through our project, students from DHS for years to come will begin to understand the bystander effect and begin to lend a helping hand when needed more often. Thank you.